Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of our gardening project. Today, we'll be talking about filling the beds. I am Evelyn.
And I am Nilna. Welcome back.
We're just going to be talking about the filling of the garden beds. But before that, Nilna will discuss how he laid the foundation or the edging for the garden.
Yes, so at this stage, we already had an idea on how the garden fence would look like. We were thinking of using pallets. Here, we use the fence poles to create the edges and also use them as a foundation for the new fence, the garden fence, as a foundation to attach the pallets. The challenge was to immobilize the poles, and we used rebars. I think we got a couple of them 2 feet long to be able to immobilize the poles so that we can attach the pallets on it.
Yeah, so all these are still old wood that we recuperated from the old fence. He just tried to use whatever was available. Can you tell what size?
So I think these are like railroad ties. Some are bigger. So we also recuperate the one from the old garden. So some are like 5 by 5 by 8, and I think the fence poles are like 4 by 4 by 8 mostly.
And so for filling the gardens, the first thing we did was just put the trimmings from the yard inside as the first layer. So as you can see, we have twigs and we have the pine trees, yes, and we had those at the bottom of the beds, and then we added the next thing was the soil.
The soil. So we had some. Okay. We ordered about 1 cubic yard of soil, and it was enough to fill the 9 garden beds. We had some friend deliver it for us here.
How much was it, the soil?
It was about $60, I think.
Okay, so $60 for the soil that we got delivered there, and we're gonna use it to fill up the garden. So when you buy in bulk like that, it's a better price instead of going to Home Depot or Lowe's and getting by little bags. So they just brought the soil and dumped it in front of the house, and we'll be hauling it back to the garden to fill up the beds.
Very nice project. Everybody was involved.
What part of the year was this?
I think we were maybe waiting for spring. February or so, yes. But it was a bit cold on that day, which is good for this kind of job, right? Here is the filling.
That's the second layer. So we had the twigs and recyclable matter at the bottom, and then we added the soil as the second layer. A lot of soil to be hauled to the back.
To avoid damaging the edges of the bed, I just put that cardboard before emptying the wheelbarrow.
So here you see we have started piling up our compost bins, and so we have 2 big bins of compost that we're gonna use as the third layer in the bed. So yeah, it was heavy, but we managed with what we had,
Using whatever is available. you have our menu here.
So yeah, we put, so to recap, we have like the twigs, then a layer of soil, and now we have a layer of compost, and then we're gonna top it all with the soil again.
It didn't take, it took like a couple of hours to fill all the beds. I think I did 1 hour, and then the kids did after school spend like 1 hour.
And we're continuing with the filling. Mata is helping. And there you have. All the garden beds are now filled up with a total of 4 layers. That's the soil we got in bulk. Looks pretty airy and nice.
The next part of the project would be fencing using the pallets and making a little gate. A lot more to come.
And we'll see you there in part 4 of our gardening project.
Thank you for watching.